athletes have rather cushy digs. Think MTV's Cribs, Shaq's super mansion, Kobe once looking at a castle-like house, a moat included. You kind of get the idea. But what happens to a sports star's home when he gets traded? How does he go about the whole out with the old, in with the new idea? Our next guest knows. He's the president of SportStar Relocation, where he helps athletes find the homes of their dreams. We welcome to Cold Pizza Ed Kaminsky. Ed, thanks for being with us this morning.
Glad to be here.
How did you come up with the idea to help athletes find their new homes?
You know, I've been selling luxury homes for 20 years. I happen to be located in Manhattan Beach, California, which is an absolute haven for athletes and movie stars. And I recognize the need when selling about $100 million of real estate annually. These guys, often when they're traded, they're left helpless. So what we do as a company is we come in and they plug in the city they're moving to, the city they're going to on our website,
right,
and we actually help them with the house they're moving from, help them get that sold, pick out their new home, we move all their belongings. We basically handle everything from soup to nuts, anything in that whole relocation process.
How kind of, or what kind of special needs do they have that goes beyond when the average person like me moves?
Well, there's a whole gamut of things that come up when these guys move, and you hear requests of, you know, they need a new chef, a butler, a maid, a housekeeper.
Oh yes, I need that too. I just can't afford it.
You know, they have to move their 15 fine automobiles, just like you and I.
Right, just like me, yeah. How often do these athletes end up swapping homes, maybe, or buying one from another athlete when you do this relocation?
You see that actually happen a lot, because the homes they end up picking out are obviously they're quite unique, they're special. Thinking back in Phoenix, Phil Mickelson had an unbelievable home he sold to Tony Amonte. I think the Shaq house you mentioned earlier was owned by Ronnie Cycli that he paid, right, I think $2 or $3 million for when he was with the Heat, and Shaq paid something like $24 million
well,
for that
those
house.
are the people that obviously have the money for it, so maybe that's why some of it swapped.
Exactly.
When you deal with maybe the veteran athlete versus a rookie coming into the league, let's say an 18-year-old NBA rookie, what's the biggest difference that you see?
Well, you know, the veterans, they've been through the process. I think back to just a couple weeks ago, Jim Jackson was traded from Phoenix to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Right.
His wife gave me a call. She says, "Listen, Ed, I know the routine. This is our 13th trade."
Yeah, he moves around a lot.
So it basically, she said, "I want set up by the time I get there." We were able to actually find him a home on the computer, send him some pictures, had everything set up before they got there, utilities on there.
Like clothes in the drawers, everything set up?
Well, we had the utilities on, the gas, the electric, we had food delivered, their mover was set up to get all their stuff there, so when they got there, we handed them a key, here, welcome to town.
Oh, that's not bad at all. How about any funny stories you've had with...
You know, with the young guys, the toughest thing I've had with them is just getting them on the telephone. All they want to do now is text, so I have to go home and take texting lessons from my teenage daughter. And, you know, when these guys transition in now, you're seeing these NBA guys come up at 18 years old. They miss that whole kind of life education process that a lot of them get in college. Mm-hmm. Not the book smarts, but just the regular things like what's a dry cleaner. You know, if you've never been to a dry cleaner, you never heard of one. One guy I know was throwing his suits in a corner. I imagine he just throws them away when the pile gets too big, because he had no idea. So we help them with that whole process of getting settled
finding
in.
a dry cleaner
Exactly.
and knowing what it is. All right, Terrell Owens just signed in Dallas. We want to put your skills to the test here. Find us, how would he relocate? How would you relocate him to Big D? Find us the place.
Well, you know, we would treat T.O. just like anybody else. What we need to find out is a list of questions of what's important to him, and probably the first question I think I would ask T.O. is, what do you think of your new quarterback?
How long does he plan how long does he plan on actually staying and being happy?
Exactly. Based on that, we'll know whether we can put him in a lease or a nice Texas ranch.
Excellent. You have to check out the neighbors, too. I'm thinking if they mind the driveway workouts, that's one question, probably a little different. All right, Ed, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it, and enjoy the relocating of all these pro athletes.
Thanks for having me.